Welcome back. It has been a little over a year since the collapse of the Key Bridge. Since then, millions of dollars has been raised for the community and the families of the 6 construction workers who died in the collapse. $16 million was raised by the Baltimore Community Foundation under the premise that some of it would go to the victims' families. Our media partner, the Baltimore Banner, reports that has not happened. Reporter Leo Sanderlin joins us. Good to see you, Lee. Thank you for joining us. You say the families have seen none of this money. So where has it gone, if not to them?
Hi, good evening. The money has gone to, I guess you would say, other causes. The Community Foundation said they gave a couple million to indirect cash assistance to port workers. They gave some money to Associated Catholic Charities. They gave money to help open a museum exhibit commemorating the catastrophe or memorializing the catastrophe at the Baltimore Museum of Industry, and some other things like that.
Well, it would be easy to criticize giving money for a museum exhibit and not to these families. Why did they pivot to other areas of support? Did they give you a reason for not helping these families?
They gave a reason. I'm not sure well, I'll just tell you their reason. They said because the mayor's office was also raising money to help support the families, that they decided not to do anything for the victims' families out of respect to the mayor's office. The mayor's office raised a little over $1 million compared to the 16 million that the community foundation raised.
Yeah, and these families lost their breadwinner. They're going to need money to survive for a long time. So what about the people who donated this money? How are they reacting to hearing that none of it went to the families?
Well, that's a great question. The people who would talk on the record said they're sick to their stomach about it. There are more people in the business community who have sort of said this is surprising. I think everyone's surprised. Everyone who donated money, even the Baltimore Ravens and the Orioles gave a joint $10 million gift. And look, that was done with the understanding publicly that some of it was going to go to help the victims' families. I mean, the owner of the Ravens, Mr. Bisciotti, I mean, when he announced the gift last year, he said that his heartfelt condolences are with the victims of this tragedy and their families.
All right, finally, is there any money left? Can they reverse course at this point?
So they said they can't reverse course and that this is, quote, unfortunate timing, close quote, because all the money that they've raised has been allocated. And that they said basically that if the city or someone else had come and offered a grant proposal to help the victims' families, that they, quote, would have entertained that, close quote. But right now it looks like they're done. Now I will say that both the mayor's office and Councilwoman Odette Ramos has called on the Community Foundation to pony up and get something worked out.
All right, we'll see what happens then. Very good report. As always, thank you, Lee, for joining us. If you'd like to learn more about his story and other independent reporting from our media partner, the Baltimore Banner, head to thebaltimorebanner.com. Derek.